intro here for the Bear Pack. Before we get into this video, we wanted to share that we are growing here on this channel, and that is all due to your guys' love and support. The growth has been amazing. So as we grow, we wanted to give you guys some goals to work towards as we get into this football season. We're going to pull them up right now. Here are our goals. We're currently sitting at about 6,700 subs on this channel. So at 7K subs, we're going to have a Bobby Witt Jr. bobblehead giveaway. I got that at the first game of the Kansas City Royals opening day. It is still in the box. Haven't taken it out. It's in great condition. So that's going to be a good prize. And by the way, Bobby Witt Jr., 20 home runs now in the season. He's having a great second half of the year. 8K subs, we're going to have a jersey giveaway. We've done a lot of jersey giveaways. We'll probably do 2 jersey giveaways at 8K. 9K subs, sports memorabilia giveaway. That can be anything from a jersey to a sports card to something else in reason. We don't want to be giving away a LeBron James signed game jersey, but we will try our best on that sports memorabilia giveaway. 10K subs, our big one, $1,000 giveaway. When we get there, we'll probably have people decide in the chat what they want to do with that. We can either have 10, 100, 2, 500, or just $1,000 giveaway, whichever one anybody wants. And then the 12K subs, we're going to try to send somebody to a game of their choice, 2 tickets each. We are very excited for this football season as it is our money maker. We did great last season, looking to ride that momentum into this season. So if you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe and don't miss out on these upcoming season. Enjoy the video, guys. We'll see you guys on the other side. All right, guys, let's get into some NCAA football picks and props for Friday, September 8th slate of games. Let's take a look at that leaderboard. But before we get into it, we have the Chris Johnson helmet giveaway. Type football in the comments down below if you guys are interested in that. Just football in the comments. We're going to be giving that away on our live show on Friday, which is today, 5:30 Central Time. So come join us for that giveaway and come join us for 4 more game picks and our dog of the weeks and our parlay lock of the week. Should be another fun live. Should be another good time. Guys, let's get into that leaderboard. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and this leaderboard is going over our Duke versus Clemson game, and we pretty much did a great job. 3-1. Seth, he faded the team and went Clemson. That's where he faulted. But I gave out Duke plus 14.5 in that game, and it absolutely cashed with ease because Duke, they won by 21 points, so we covered by 35.5 points, which felt amazing. It was no sweat basically the entire game. So shout out Duke.
Seth?
Yeah, sorry, guys. I hope you listen to them. That's all I got to say.
Yeah, Trey, 6-0 start to the season. Whoa, look at that red hot start. I did go 2-0. I had an 0-4 start to the season. We are 3-0 now. Duke plus 13 and Duke plus 7.5, and then I did sprinkle Duke on the money line on the site. So if you guys follow us on the site, you got Duke money line as well. So not a bad day. Duke just destroyed Clemson. Clemson's dead. Let's take a look at our picks for today. We actually have one game. It's going to be breaking down the Illinois against Kansas game. The spread is Kansas -3 at home. The over-under is set at 58. Trey, who do you have in this game?
Yes, and I'm putting my 6-0 streak on the line in this game, and I'm going to be going over to some totals in this game. I'm a little bit too scared to be attacking any side here, but this game should be pretty entertaining to watch because both teams, they kind of got scared in week 1 against lesser competition. Illinois, they barely beat the MAC champion in Toledo 30-28 last week. In Kansas, they were only ahead of Missouri State by 7 points at halftime, but they ended up winning by 31. So they probably got yelled at halftime. So we're going to see which Kansas team we're going to get at the start of this game. But Illinois' offense honestly did not look that bad against Toledo, totaling 374 yards and put 30 points on them in the process. And I do not think that KU's defense is that much better than Toledo's, especially their pass defense. KU, they allowed a ton of big plays last week against Missouri State. And if they allow those plays against Illinois, they're going to be scoring a lot more points than Missouri State did last week. So I'm going to be going to the team total. I'm going to be taking the over 27.5 for Illinois. I think that there's a good chance that they do cover this +3, but I was a little bit too nervous because KU, they got a lot of good juju going on in that program. We're all from Kansas, as you guys might know. So I have a lot of KU fans yelling at me every day at work, in the grocery store, anywhere that you can just hear them talking about KU. So I'm a little bit wary on fading them early in the season, but I know their defense is garbaggio. So I'm taking Illinois over 27.5 team total versus KU.
Yeah, Trey, I like that play, Seth.
Yeah, guys, and to me, this is going to be really the Jalen Daniels effect. And when we're filming this, we don't know yet. So I just want all of our viewers to know that we do not know if it's going to be Jason Bean or Jalen Daniels in this game. My hope is it's going to be Jalen Daniels, and that's what I'm going to pick like it's going to be. But I am going to start by saying I've been a KU fan since I can first remember, and I've watched this team. I watched their bowl drought for 14 seasons, and I've followed this team through and through. Now they have a good team, but I'm still going to look at this with clear eyes. This figures to be a somewhat high-scoring game, especially if Jalen Daniels does start. I do know the Illinois defense gets a lot of love, but the KU offense is what makes this team roll. I'm still very concerned about KU's defense, so despite there being questions with the Illinois offense, I still like them to be able to put up some points in this game as well. The spread on this is too close for my liking, to be honest. This is a game with two teams that still have question marks on opposite sides of the ball. I just want to play this one safe, in my opinion, and take the over points scored. This is one thing I know. KU consistently does score points, and their defense consistently gives up points. So I do like the over in this one because I do think KU will put up a lot of points at home, but I do think their defense will also give up a lot of points as well.
Yeah, we learned a lot from last week watching both these games, watching both these teams play, and everybody knows I love the MAC conference. It's my baby. One of my favorite plays last week was Toledo to go into Illinois, knock them off, winning that game outright. I did take them plus 9.5 in the parlay lock on our live show on Friday last week, and I sprinkled the money line on a straight play, but Illinois did go down. They hit the game-winning field goal, winning the game 30-28. I don't really know what to think of Illinois. I do know that they have a pretty good defense, and they don't have a very good offense because people are going to look at that opening game by Illinois and think they're bad, but Toledo is a high-quality team this season. They're going to win their conference, and they have one of the best offenses in the nation. Kansas, on the other hand, they probably won't win their conference, and we are going to see the return of Daniels, hopefully, who decided to sit the first game because of some back injuries, but I also saw that it was a rep issue. The offense of Kansas is high-powered. They have Devin Neal in the backfield, who goes well with Daniels, but from what I did see in that Illinois game, the defense is going to be good again this year. They have a lot of new faces, and it might take a little bit of time, a little bit more, couple games for them to gel together, but this should be a very close game. In the end, it's going to be the Kansas offense making more plays than the Illinois offense as they take a close game against a quality team in Illinois. Give me Kansas here on the money line. Don't mess around with the spread. Just take them to win the game. It is a little bit heavy on the money line, so you have to give a little bit more on this bet. But in the end, you don't want this game to end on a 2-point conversion and you miss the spread. Kansas money line will be my play for that game. So we have the Kansas money line play. We have the over of the game for Seth, and Trey has Illinois team total over 27.5. Is that correct?
Yep, and they all can hit.
They all can hit. 3 different plays for you guys. Let's go with the player props. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and on the player props, I was the only one to give out a loss last week in the Clemson versus Duke game, and it hurt my soul. I'm sorry for failing the team, but I gave out Jalen Calhoun over 53.5 receiving yards in that game, and I should have just taken his over receptions because he caught 5 balls, only totaling 32 receiving yards, though. He didn't make a big play like I predicted. In fact, he made a bad play with that muffed punt, but it ended up not costing Duke, so shout out Calhoun, I guess.
Seth?
Yeah, and honestly, guys, you guys can call me soft. I took probably the easiest, safest bet of that game because Will Shipley is that offense. Will Shipley makes that offense run. So I just took an anytime touchdown for Will Shipley. Of course it hit. He had a touchdown, receiving touchdown. So sorry for going soft on that one, but I did not have another good prop that I liked from that game. So I just went ahead and went with Will Shipley.
They could have put it in a parlay, a little mixer there, boost their parlay up a little bit. But I did have Riley Leonard over 197.5 passing and rushing. He killed it. He had a great game. He's a dog. He's not that big of a dog, though, because the professor did not give him an exemption on his homework. So bad luck there. Good job winning the game, though, for Riley Leonard. But let's take a look at our plays for tomorrow. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, and I'm going to start us off. I'm going to be going over to the receiving yards category. I'm going to be going with Isaiah Williams here. And I'm going to be taking his over 57.5 receiving yards. I took Illinois' over team total in the game picks in this game, and I think a big player in that over is going to be Williams in this game. I simply do not think that KU has anybody in the slot that can cover Williams in this game. Last week, Missouri State slot receiver got 5 catches, and if Williams gets 5 catches against this KU defense, he's going to smash the over in this game. Last week, Williams, he did get those 5 catches, but he only got the 51 total receiving yards against Toledo. I expect him to turn it up in this game since it's a primetime game, though. And with Williams being from St. Louis, Missouri, he should have some self-hate bad blood for KU with him as well, just going into this game. So give me Isaiah Williams to go over his 57.5 receiving yards versus KU.
I like that play, Seth.
Yeah, KU's defense is very bad, very bad. So I like that pick as well, Trey. But I'm going to be taking the Illinois QB Luke Altmyer to go over 24.5 rushing yards against KU. Like I mentioned in my game pick, this KU defense still has a lot of question marks, and the run defense is the biggest one. This KU defense got gashed last season on a consistent basis, not only by running backs, but by QBs as well. To back this up, KU allowed 36 rushing yards to the Missouri State quarterback, who is not known to be a runner. I look for the same to happen in this game against Illinois, as QB Luke Altmyer showed in the first game flashes with the ball in his hands. In the first game against Toledo, who is favorite to win the MAC conference, Altmyer just went on to lead the Fighting Illini in rushing with 69 yards. there was a big question mark in the backfield for this Illinois team after losing lead rusher Chase Brown. It looks like Altmyer is comfortable running, and I look for him to seek open running lanes in this game as well. Give me the over 24.5 rushing yards for Illinois QB Luke Altmyer.
Yeah, I don't mind that play either. You guys are attacking a KU defense, but that's all right. For my player prop, I'm going to take Devin Neal over 74.5 rushing yards against Illinois. I think this is a pretty easy play. I was going to play Daniels to throw an interception, but like I said before, I think Illinois is going to be good, but they need a little bit more time to gel as a team on defense. Last week, we saw Illinois play Toledo, and they pounded the rock a lot in that game. They ran 186 yards on the ground on 42 attempts. 42 rush attempts is a little bit off because Finn found himself scrambling a little bit and would get 1 or 2 yards on some of his carries. That's a quarterback for Toledo. But the main running back was Stewart. He had 12 carries, 82 yards, 6.8 average per play, and he's an electric player, much like Neal. This is not the same Illinois team that we saw in 2022, who only allowed teams to run for 99.8 yards per game on the ground on 3.3 yards per attempt. It's going to take some time. They are good defense, but it's going to take some time. Give it till week 5, week 6. Take Devin Neal here to have himself a game over 74.5 rushing yards as my play. Guys, that's going to do it for our NCAA football plays for Friday, September 8th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. We'll see you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Just want to let everyone know that while we do give out free picks, plays, and predictions on our YouTube channel, we also have a website for you to check out. On our website, bearsprofitplays.com, you can subscribe to the website absolutely free with an email and gain access to our written articles about upcoming sporting events. If you're really looking to make some cash, we have an option to become a member of our website. If you become a member, you will gain access to our Locks of the Week, which are written articles that go in depth as to why we are picking that particular outcome. As of now, our member plays have been red hot, hitting over 60% of our plays. If you don't want to become a member, it's no sweat. We are here to try and make you guys some money. That's our main goal. So come on over to bearsprofitplays.com and subscribe for free. Check us out, follow our free picks, and see for yourself that our member plays are a great investment for you. Thanks for watching.